Welcome all Splatoon 1, Splatoon 2, and now Splatoon 3 players to a new edition of Inside the PFL. This is your host, Drac, joined by the co-host, Mike.
Wait, we're talking about Splatoon 3? I thought we were talking about that Kirby trailer, bro.
Oh yeah,
Welcome
Kirby.
to Inside the Nintendo Direct that happened about
Inside
roughly
the
an hour
Nintendo
ago.
Direct.
Where we're going to talk about that Kirby 3D game because what?
Yeah, finally a sequel to Kirby and the Crystal Shards, the 64 game. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
Go. Oh, and the very aptly named Project Triangle Strategy. Good naming. Good job, Square.
I admire them just being like, yeah, this is our beta name. We have no idea what this game is going to be called. We don't even know the story yet.
Listen, they made an SRPG before that wasn't a rip-off of Fire Emblem. Like, how much are you just going to be like, guys, we're making your game?
No,
but really, this is what, week 8? We're almost there. This was week 8, guys. This was the most important week of the season.
It absolutely was the most important week of the season. I can't wait to hear you talk about how important it was for you later on.
Pivotal.
So let's start talking about the first match. Myself against LCD. I'm gonna hit play. So, this was like a really tough game. I felt like I was walking on a tightrope the entire time because Clefable and Slowbro, that combo is just so gross.
I remember watching this game. I remember loving Shiny Clefable, and I also remember Nidoqueen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what? This was actually a really good game.
Oh, it was, because I end up getting a bit of a lead early, but it's one of those situations where everybody's chipped, so it's not really a lead. You know what I mean?
Right, and like I love his names, and this Toxic here was huge.
Oh yeah,
this Toxic was huge.
That is that's one of the notes I have. The Tox chip on T-Tar is almost all of the damage he takes.
Yeah, like it put in the work.
Yeah, absolutely. And at some point I get a Toxic on Slowbro as well, and that also sort of helps. So this turn, right, just pivoted around a bunch, finally got Metacham against T-Tar, and I had sub. That is what I had planned for. However, I had I had sub anticipating that Crobat was going to be inner focus to eat like a fake out on Metacham and like kind of trick me and hit me back with Brave Bird. But he's actually Infiltrator, not inner focus.
So can we talk about how much I love you healing and taking the same amount of damage from Rocky Helmet?
Yeah, that's really funny.
It's my favorite part of this whole match.
That's something I found like in the calc when I was prepping for this team. I was like, oh, that's interesting. If it's Rocky Helmet Silver, I just hit Drain Punch forever. That's funny.
You calc to what if it's Rocky Helmet?
Yeah, because I figured like Slowbo's really the only like switch into Metacham, right?
Right. I mean, I love it, but like I would always assume lefties or like maybe the Dankberry.
The Dankberry. I love that name.
I love Infiltrator.
Yeah, that's the turn when I figured it was Infiltrator, when it did 45 to Prim.
I think we all knew it was Infiltrator when you put the screens up and Crobat came out. I remember being on the stream like, guys, it's 1000% Infiltrator, and that's a lot of recoil right there. Like, damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this Nidoqueen is like a mixed bulky spread with Life Orb. Or not mixed in terms of offense, but like mixed bulk and offense. Like special attack. I remember
also
HP.
Being surprised at you saving Nidoqueen there, because, you know, rocks are up, it's risky, but you did well getting it back in and getting it back to full health.
Yeah, at this point I was just thinking, okay, I need to get like a Z parting shot off safely somehow.
Right.
Oh, dude. Switching in Metacham into the Stone Edge to take like 20 behind Reflect. That did more than I thought. I didn't calculate, but I knew it wasn't gonna like do half.
Right, dude. If that Reflect wasn't there though, oof.
Mm-hmm.
That Sandstorm chip is actually doing some shit to you too. Like,
yeah, it is for real. One of my previous seasons I had Mega T-Tar and Alolan Ninetales with the Sand and the Hail chip. That actually did so much work. It's kind of insane. So yeah, now I take my chance to get Nidoqueen back up to full, because Nidoqueen was really the only thing that could hit Slowbro.
Yeah. Him hitting teleport here though was very good on his part, because he was just able to get this bitch in.
Right. AV Donphan, like when I knew when Donphan came in hard to Nidoqueen, I was like, okay, it's got to be AV because like otherwise an Ice Beam just
murders it, right? Or at least 2-taps it.
Yeah. I think the Sheer Force Life Orb Ice Beam has a chance to 2-tap it still, but it still comfortably lives 1.
Right.
Like it does around half.
Were you Sheer Force Life Orb?
Yeah, it was Sheer Force Life Orb. It was like modest with some defense and HP.
I actually didn't know how I felt about him doing the sub Clefable there. I felt like an offensive Clefable would have definitely had some work done to your team. Just like hitting moves in your face.
Yeah, that could have been bad, but like if it's offensive Clefable, then Nidoqueen comes in every time, and then it's not like passing wishes to AV Donphan or T-Tar, for example.
It did end up passing up some very crucial wishes in this match. You are correct.
Mm-hmm.
I
like right here, I think. Yeah.
Right. The shiny though, I can't get over it.
It's got the green ears.
I love it. Green's my favorite color, and it's just so subtle. Oof.
Yeah. So
however, you broke the sturdy now, which is also another thing. It didn't even need to be AV because it had sturdy, and I bet you didn't want that earthquake.
No, definitely not, because like late in the game at the sort of the turning point of the whole game, I get like reflect back up, and Nidoqueen is able to live in EQ and get Donphan into 2-tap range for Ice Beam. So yeah.
I can't believe he had earthquake there. That was surprising, honestly. I probably thought Metacham was coming in again.
Yeah, possibly. It also could have just been sort of like a chump check almost. Yeah.
That crit.
Well, I think multi-attack was a 3-tap anyway, since it's doing like 40 there. But still, I mean, you love to see the crits.
Now he loses the wish.
Right. He doesn't opt for protect, thinking that I'm gonna parting shot. So
might not have had it.
Yeah, he only ever hit wish this game. But man, they did work. So yeah, we're in the process of slowly pivoting around each other, and he's just waiting essentially to get Salamence in because Salamence is his win con essentially.
Right.
Overcoat on Mandibuzz is pretty clutch, not taking the Sandstorm ship.
Oh, that is useful. Look at that. I didn't even know that. So
I knew Mandibuzz could live a Stone Edge. I probably should have just hit Roost here, though. Roosting on the Stone Edge because he's taken the Toxic chip. And yeah, the next Toxic was going to be 12, so he was going to die. So I probably should have just Roosted there. Yeah, and Mandibuzz would have been full to check Salamence.
Yeah, but I mean, you're also looking pretty good right now.
Well, yeah, it looks good, but it's one of those things like, hey, Silvally was at 20%, Mandibuzz is now at 23%.
Yeah, but
Prim's not looking too hot.
You have what's his face in the back pocket that's
this,
and it just threatens Salamence at 1,000% of the time, and you're good to go.
Right, but he's got the loop with Slowbro pivoting where Nidoqueen is my only answer. So it's, even though like I'm pretty healthily in the lead in terms of the numbers, it's not looking too great.
Right, it almost looks like you kind of have to start safe sacking.
Which is essentially what I do. Like I gave up Silvally, now I'm giving up Mandy.
Right, and now you put this bitch in.
Mm-hmm.
And he switches something else into this.
Yeah, it's tough, and it's a tough position for him too because he doesn't know like the other moves I have, because potentially Metacham can have T-Punch, Nidoqueen like turns out has Thunderbolt as well, which is how which is how I get rid of Slowbro. So when he's spamming Slack off here, he's essentially fishing for the T-Punch, so he can just recover it and kill me with the Rocky Helm.
Yeah, or even that's really what it is.
And yeah, the reflect on Prim is pretty clutch because now Nidoqueen can safely live a hit from anything and kill it back.
Right.
And 43 turns of us just pivoting on each other most of the game.
I feel like that was actually a lot of this week was just pivoting each other. Like that was this week. just a lot of just people being in a loop, trying to break the other person out of the loop faster.
Like, hey, it's the most important week of the season after all. You don't want to make some risky read and lose the game off of it.
Right, like everybody's still playing for playoff spots really at this point, so like there's a lot of safe plays.
Yep. And yeah, at this point, now that Nidoqueen hit the T-Bolt on Slowbro, which is something I was like, I had in the back pocket the whole game. I knew I needed to not show it off too early, otherwise he gets a free momentum switch every single time with Bro against Queen. Yep. And now
he lives.
Scarf Lycanroc just cleans up. I mean, hey, like, No Guard Stone Age is amazing, but...
I lost a game to it to Thomas last season. I got rickrolled by it. By this exact mon. Were you Choice Scarf?
Yeah, it was Choice Scarfed. It's only base 82 speed.
Oh, okay.
Like,
there you go.
Oh man, Choice Scarf No Guard Stone Edge is so free against so many mons.
And it might crit.
Yeah, that's right. A 1/8 chance to crit.
That means one out of those. Yeah, right. It's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I'm very happy to have won that. Now I've clinched the top of my division.
Yeah, he locked it in.
And very well playing to LCD as well. Despite the sort of like mishap with Crobat and Clefable early on, he still held strong.
That was honestly another thing about this week was like I feel like all the matches except for one very specific match was very good this week.
Yeah, one very specific match.
One very specific match.
Well, that's going to be the last match we talk about of the week, so let's go over to number 2 without further ado.
Who does number 2 work for?
Oh my god. I haven't seen Austin Powers since I was like 13.
Such good movies. Or maybe I just have the comedic range of a 13-year-old. Either way.
I mean, hey, I still like Zoolander, so it's okay to have like.
What do you mean still like Zoolander?
It's one of those like it's objectively like a campy teenager comedy, but you know, hey,
so good.
It's got that soft spot in my heart.
What is this? A Center for Ants?
A very quotable movie, along with
good.
Austin Powers. Anyway,
right.
Anyway, Jim against Murphy. Let's hit play. A big Conference Cup game for Driflim and Miss Magus. So, if I'm looking at Murphy's side, the first thing I'm noticing is that what are his answers to Gliscor and Chestnut?
Not a lot.
Yeah, because
I mean,
those are two.
Control gets Aerial Ace, and that's gonna do a lot to Chestnut, as we see. So I remember having this exact conversation on stream.
Right. So, even though it's great that you get Aerial Ace, that's really the only like contingency Murphy has to get rid of Chestnut.
Right.
Because like, okay,
and then
Manting.
Gliscor just comes in.
Right. Exactly. Then Gliscor just comes in.
Every time. Every single time. And Murphy's whole, like, I mean, in the beginning it's okay, because, like, maybe you can get rid of Gliscor. Mantine gets Ice Beam, Sneasel is a thing. Like, you got 6 mons. But the longer this game goes, the more mons that Murphy starts to lose, that Gliscor is still up against, just increase Jin's chances.
Right. And even, like, Murphy's special tanks in Mantine and Appleton, they really don't do well against Gliscor. Because we'll see in a little bit, Gliscor just roosts on Mantine over and over again, and he can't break it.
Oh yeah, he can't get over it, because even with the Ice Beam, the roost getting rid of his...
Flying type, right?
Right, yep.
It's surprisingly huge. So...
This was scary.
Yeah, this was scary. However, Murphy... I don't know if he had Scald, but if he had Scald, he 1000% should have hit it there, because Scald would have killed.
Oh yeah, wait, yeah, because the stab boost.
Yeah, because it'll do like 50% more than Ice Beam did.
Really? Yeah, he probably was. I don't know.
He might have had Air Slash for Chestnut and then like Roost Defog, so...
He might even thought Chestnut was coming in, that's why he had Ice Beam.
It's possible. Although if he's slamming Ice Beams, like maybe Nihiligo's kind of free, or even Sharpedo.
Right.
But who knows?
Although Blaziken doesn't want to come into Mantine.
Yeah, Blaziken doesn't super want to be against Mantine.
And
Oh,
I
dude,
love the
eject pack.
Bro,
We've been
I'm
seeing
like,
a lot of eject pack this season, and it's been fire every time.
as the person doing some of it, yeah. Such a good item. I love it so much. It's like
it's so good for
best
an exact
momentum
situation like
move.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he got Appleton down to like 40% off that CC on with Blaziken, and now he gets to bring in some like a check to it, and now Appleton is permanently chipped, and it's not faster than anything, so
Dude,
it's 100% getting two chapped by everything. So that eject pack
Okay.
basically killed it. Oh, here it is. Spiky shielding the Z move.
Kink.
Murphy probably should have just hit Ironhead scouting for a protect or something, because protect is one of those moves that really puts a damper on weather teams.
Spiky shield.
Yeah, especially since he gets spiky shield.
And this happens.
Yeah, then this happens.
I honestly like eject pack for close combat or like Draco over Waiter. I'd rather get the momentum than be able to hit it twice.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Because it's just gross.
Blaziken, does Blaziken get U-turned Una off the top of your head?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, especially in the case of hitting ACC, it's amazing to like have that
stab.
Oh yeah, 120 stab and pivoting. Ugh.
Right. I'm gonna blow something up, or damage you to the point where something else can blow something up. Especially when he has them on like Nihiligo, who can come in and finish everything. Like, look at this. He puts so many things in just low kill ranges.
Yep.
For Gliscor to just clean up. I've been talking about Z Nature's Madness all game, and I think the people who have the Tapus have been listening, because that's the second one I've seen this season. I love it.
Was there some conversations going in the Drift Blim lounge? Like, you, hey Jim?
No, we are silent. Jim won't help me, so I won't help Jim because we're in the same division. I asked him to help me team build last week or maybe 2 weeks ago for a Conference Cup game. He's like, yeah, but you're in my division, so.
And your division is still super close, so.
Bro, I really hope, and you know what, Jim, I do hope you're listening because I battle you. I hope you lose against me, and then somebody else loses so that we're all have the same record.
So you're all 5-4.
Right. I want it to happen so it can be the league first.
That would be so nuts. It's especially nuts because then all of you would have a positive record in the same division.
Wait, hold on. When we get there, we'll talk about it, but I only want this to happen if I don't play Tristan in this situation. God, I don't want to play him again. Back to the game at hand. So Sneasel here is an actual threat to Gliscor, and Jim knows it. But I mean, at the same time, like, Blaziken can just come in and then threaten a lot of things right now.
Right. So Sneasel, while 115 speed, I think is only like 90 attack. So you're really relying on boosts like Choice Band or same type attack bonus.
Things I hate on Blaziken this game. Vacuum Wave. I love on Blaziken this game. Thunder Punch.
You don't
Getting rid of Mantine there completely opened this game up for, as we now see and have been talking about, Gliscor. Now nothing stops it.
Absolutely.
Well, it's Sneasel, but
and
then
nothing really stops Excadrill, or nothing really stops Gliscor and Chestnut, because Excadrill does not cut it.
And you know what? Sneasel can't keep coming into these rocks, and Jim's looking pretty good with these 6 boys, so he can just keep sacking and threatening. And eventually he will get to the point where he can just kill this bitch, which we see.
Right, and Jim doesn't really even need to sack things because he's got insane recovery on his 2 big tanks.
Right. And you know what? We were talking about it on stream, and I forget what turn it was, but I think Mario wanted Jim to just kill something. I'm like, no, Jim's playing for plus. He's straight up playing for plus right now, and it's because he can. And Mario's like, or whoever it was, I can't remember, was like, no, just get the kill. And I was like, no, do exactly what he did.
No, in Jim's position, he's definitely playing it correct.
It was with Sharpedo. I think somebody thought that Sharpedo was able to just finish the game, and he switches Sharpedo out after, right now he kills this, he gets the boost, and then I think Pass comes in?
Probably, because I don't Yeah, because
Right,
Executorial
and he
definitely
switches
doesn't.
here.
Yeah.
But whoever we were on stream with was like, no, like that should have been liquidation, game over. And I was like, no, that should have been switching to Gliscor and now game over.
Yeah, because there's sort of like in Jim's position, he definitely needed like this +6 to be comfortable at the top of his division. Because if it was close and he won by like +1, it would not feel great. So
I mean, the +5 to the +6 wouldn't hurt him too bad, but
yeah,
I get it.
yeah, I get it. I'm very much the type of person who will just play for the win, even if it involves sacking, and not play for the plus. But I also generally get enough wins to not have to worry about plus. So yeah.
I mean, so that was a situation where we also saw that like nothing was hitting Gliscor. So Jim literally knew I could just, that's it. Nothing hits this. I go into this and the game's over.
Yep.
Mantine's out of my
Exactly.
way. Sneasel's, yeah, right. Jim played great. We didn't even, did we see Nihiligo even come in?
Nihiligo came in and hit knockoff, and I think rocks.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. So he used all 6 of his boys. And he used them all well. Loved the Guardian of Alola. It was a great win for Jim. And it was a great win for the Drifblim division.
Yeah, that's a Conference Cup +6.
It was a great win for America.
USA.
USA.
Yeah. Very much congratulations. On to game number 3. It's your game.
Hey, I recognize these guys. I recognize all of these guys. So
okay, like I know you took Scarf Mamo, but looking at Nijia's 6, Scarf Mamo's looking real good.
Okay, so I had complete control of this game after this turn. This was the only turn I didn't have control, and he gave me control by telling me where his sash was, or where his scarf was.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that he was that, and it just, I played based off that, dude. I knew that he was going to put webs up here, and that I was just going to 2-tap it and then send Golbat right in, and these webs are no longer a problem, even if Golbat needed to die, which I'm fairly sure is what happens.
Right, because I think Golbat switches into something like an anchor shot. Oh, a poltergeist. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm stupid fast, so I just get rid of these webs and die.
Yeah, you did what you needed to do to win.
Oh no, he hit anchor shot instead of going for the poltergeist kill, and then I got some brave bird damage and killed myself, which was even better. But
even then, like, you'd send in Mamo to hit like Icicle Crash or something, and then even if Embor switches in, you've got like, you know, a bunch of stuff that can switch into the like guard could switch into the fighting move, right? So you're sitting really good.
Yeah, and I knew that I just needed a free sec here because nothing wanted this. I didn't think anything really wanted the Flare Blitz, so that's what I thought he was going to hit there. He probably expected me to switch into something, but I don't know. I really don't know.
Tracing Reckless, I love it.
Yeah, right, useless. I just really wanted to trace Sheer Force, but I was afraid of Scarf Nidoking, so this was actually Assault Vest Gardevoir.
Oh, I like it. You know what? You brought Assault Vest Gardevoir against me when I had Nidoking.
It didn't win.
Look at that.
It doesn't beat Nidoking. It loses. It wasn't for Nidoking. It was for all of his other special. Galvantula. No, Nidoking gets completely walled by this motherfucker.
By Umbreon, right?
Just completely. I figured it out during team building with Joe, and I was like, oh, this is my hard check to Nidoking. I have to keep it alive.
What if Nidoking had Focus Blast?
It did not do enough to kill me.
Wow.
It was like 49 on the foul play, so I just needed to just play around that.
That's kind of insane. Why is Umbreon so big?
It's like 130 in special, 110 regular.
Yeah, it's something
Dude,
big and dumb like that.
if you look at the walls on my team, all of their defenses are split like that. It's kind of nuts. Also, this was a huge play for me. Not this exact play, but how I played this.
Well, getting the Toxic off is great.
Well, not even the Toxic. That's not what actually killed him.
The foul play.
Right. The Toxic was a contingency plan. That was a just in case I can't solve it. I was like, he'll just die or get lower so Mamo can solve it.
Well, even then, like, so the only thing that Regidrago gets for Umbreon is like
Hammer Arm.
Hammer Arm, yeah. So
that
even then,
Hammer Arm probably would have hurt.
Yeah, it probably would have killed Umbreon, but then you've got Scarf, Mamo to come back in and like kill it. So
right, and that that's why I was just like, cool. And now I free sack Umbreon, and because again, I thought Flare Blitz was coming there because I don't think he knew that nothing on my team wanted that Flare. Because I knew it, I calced it. But I also kind of feel bad because our game got pushed back late, and he kept saying that he was really tired. So it might have just been a thing of that. But at the same time, Scarf Mamo.
Scarf Mamo.
Fatty Magoo.
Mamo, a Pokemon coming to Pokemon Unite.
Mamo, Mon dropped by Jim and picked up by me.
Very thematic. Drifblim trading with each other.
No, he wouldn't trade me. I learned he dropped it, and I went, what?
Did you try to coax Mamo off of him, and then he just dropped it anyway?
I didn't. I don't ask people in my division if they want to trade.
Ah.
That's always a no. We all hate each other. Come on. You don't want your division to get better.
I always try to help my division when it comes to Conference Cup games.
Conference Cup games, yeah, I can get that. Now we play for draft picks.
But yeah, I definitely agree. It felt like you were in control that whole game. Like, it was a short game, 21 turns, and it was a bunch of sack. Then like Mamo comes in and cleans up, and that over and over again. It was
just chipping things and getting. Like, I can't believe that he went for the second Dragon Dance. That was risk. That just gave me I was like, screw it. If I live here, this foul play is going to do a lot of damage. Or I saw him hit Dragon Dance again, and I went, now the foul play is going to kill him. Cool.
Yeah.
And from there, it was just the game.
Very much so. And Regidrago isn't small either. Like, he's got 200 HP. But I mean, stab foul play. Foul play is like 95 base attack. So, like, stab foul play. And you're going off their attack, yeah.
Which is now doubled because he had 2 Dragon Dances. Yeah, that was just.
I
was either gonna chip him in range for Mamo or kill him.
Yeah, super good stuff.
Worked out well.
Game number 4, I think. It's M1 against Hunter.
The last game that happened, I love it. Sneaky's here. Look at that.
Yeah, Sneaky's here. And we're going to get a special appearance from another celebrity. There he is, Tony Fucko.
But really, though, Sneaky was in the league for a whole season, and then he was like, not for me.
So, Hunter does a good job getting momentum right off the bat. He has Vaporeon against Lando, and then he gets a bunch of good doubles. Then he sort of gives it up when by hitting knockoff instead of U-turn on Mr. Rhyme.
Yeah.
Because he could have gotten M1 stuck in a little bit of a loop there, where Beedrill just gets to U-turn on stuff a bunch.
Honestly, Hunter's problem was that M1 has one of the best mons to stop people from setting up in your face, and
Quagsire.
That's what he did.
Yep.
Plus these rocks and Mega Beedrill are not friends, and Hunter doesn't.
Yeah, you super duper need defog if you're running a Mega Beedrill team.
He has 2 defoggers that I'm looking at.
Right. However, we see that this is a setup Torn and a setup Girder, so I don't know.
Right. It was very interesting, and like, so you knew he doesn't have water absorb. Like, you just know it.
Right, because like you're eating the Scald anyway from Vaporeon, so like why bother?
Right.
I also love Body Slam. Okay, like
love it.
Who wants Paralyzed on this team? Nobody.
Oh yeah, slow it down, dude. And then just Bulu. But that could have been a double yawn. I don't know. I doubt it because not many people do that. But that would have been interesting because it would have made him switch again.
Double yawn. I feel like double yawn doesn't do much when you don't have rocks up. So.
I love double yawn because now your opponent's switching again.
Yep. And Beedrill's just dead.
Yeah, Beedrill's just dead now. Rocky Helmet.
Well, even without the Rocky Helmet, because the rocks are there.
Yeah, and then the Leech Seed, but still, like, the Rocky Helmet just sealed its fate.
Yep. Now Zam comes in. M1 correctly figures out that it has Energy Ball. Doesn't get, like, Mana Feed.
Figured out, oh, wait a second, a lot of things have grass moves. There's probably a grass move coming right now.
Yep.
Anytime something switches into Quagsire, just assume it has a grass move.
So many things get random grass coverage. Damage.
That's so big to hit that Tornadus like that.
Mm-hmm. Like, Bulu has a naturally super big attack stack, because this was a bulky Bulu we see with the Seeds and the Horn Leech.
Yo, what about this physical-ass Salazzle?
Oh yeah, Jolly Salazzle with a scarf.
Love it, dude. That's how you win games. That's how you win games +3, dude. Scarf Jolly Salazzle.
Just put the plus in the wrong stat by accident.
Doesn't
Or the
Salazzle get
minus.
superpower?
I don't know. It wasn't. It was a mistake to, like.
Well,
he was
right. I'm just memeing, but
right. Okay. Vaporeon living on 1% like that was kind of crazy.
right. And Bulu being asleep here actually helps Hunter like kind of breathe for a second.
But just for a second, because
Just for
now,
a second, then Hunter starts playing, or then M1 starts switching, right?
right. And also Hunter can't hit Yawn anymore.
Also, yeah.
I like that double into Mr. Rhyme because it just hits everything.
It really does. Just these freeze tries just start going.
And like Mr. Rhyme is naturally like kind of fat, so it lives some stuff because we'll see it take like a stab, presumably sheer force Iron Head. Wait, oh, it's not sheer force. That's right, because he flinches. Oh,
Sheer force doesn't like. Oh wait, yeah, because sheer force would get rid of the flinch chance.
right. I guess it was sturdy then because Steelix had the booties there. He didn't take any damage. So that makes sense. You want to get an Autotomize off for free even if rocks are up. That makes sense. You take sturdy over sheer force.
I mean, I guess I just don't understand. I mean, I get it. It worked last week, but like, Quagsire.
Right. Granted, Steelix doesn't have an attack boost, but still, Quagsire.
Yes, it does. It gets Dragon Dance.
Well, no, I mean right now.
Oh, well, Quagsire's also unaware right now, so it's going to ignore it anyway.
Yep.
As we now see with, and you know what? It's not even like you don't know it's unaware. I'm gonna keep saying it because he bulk slaps twice, and then he hits something, and Quagsire takes no damage.
Right.
Like he just kind of giggles.
Yeah. So M1's seeing like the liquidations do 13%. He starts to opt to hit. Yeah, Mach Punch doing 20%. Oh.
You know, he should have just kept slamming the liquidations over the body slams, because the stab, the chance to lower the defense.
Yeah, possibly. But I mean, fishing for the pair is still fine.
Fishing for the pairs on a Gutsmon, scary. Fishing for the pairs on Quagsire with a Gutsmon, less scary, because you took 27 from a crit.
Right. And we also see its Iron Boost, but you'd only know that if you ran a calc, you only know that from the replay, because it obviously wouldn't tell you that in game, because that would be busted.
It doesn't tell you that in game?
No. It only shows you in the replay.
Okay, then cool. So then, yeah, you don't know what it is, and you just assume that that's ew, that's Iron Fist boosted crit 27. And wait a second, what? Oh boy, I had to think about that. Like I was like, yeah, okay, that's normal. Wait
a second. So yeah, after Girder goes down, M1 sacks Quagsire, and it's kind of crazy that Zam just comes in and claims 2 for no reason. Isn't that crazy?
I mean, it's not for no reason. It's what Zam does.
I know, but that 120 point mon, by the way.
That's literally what Zam does. Is 2 kids gonna die tonight?
Yeah, pretty much.
Unaware on Quaggy. Yeah, everybody knew. That was no secret, M1.
Yes, well played, M1. Scarf Salazzle. Hunter didn't have much of an answer for it, seemed.
Scarf Jolly Salazzle, bro. What do you want?
Scarf Jolly Salazzle. It's just so happy to be going fast.
Right, dude. Love Salazzle, honestly.
Yeah, it's got a unique type. Pretty good offensive types with poison and fire.
Plus, Scarfing a fast mon is always me.
Corrosive.
Corrosive is a great ability.
I mean, not many steel types are staying in anyway, but it's cool.
No, but it's like a cool, like you can literally hit free toxic.
Yeah.
It's not to hit it on the steel type, it's to hit it on whatever you want.
And it's a poison type, so it's 100% accurate.
Right, and you know what? That also means like if you hit Sludge Wave will hit the steel type, right?
No.
It just means you can poison steel type?
Yes.
Okay.
That would be so cool if Corrosive let you like just hit poison move on steel.
Yeah, that'd be nuts. That's what I thought it did. I mean, it's still good.
Right. But yeah, good stuff, time 1.
Very good.
On to the next match from my division. It's Tristan against Jack. This was the Gengar against Driftblim match.
This was another game of just like pretty much the mixer, just people switching.
Yeah, there's kind of. I remember this game going like quite fast, and then there's like a very unfortunate status hacks that comes into play later.
Right. I mean, you're trying to be elusive, but I feel like everybody watched it on stream at this point. I mean, I love this, by the way. Where's my 5 other berries, bro?
Oh yeah, you gotta. Like, it might have been one of those like slip of the mind kind of things where, like, if you asked Jack the question, "Hey, does Rindoberry work against?" Yeah, it was for Zarude. But I think it's like one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, that's how that works. You know what I mean?
Right. Also, can we talk about Mega Pinsir and just... It's fucking terrifying. It 2-taps Glastrier, and that makes me uncomfortable.
Right. Glastrier is absolutely huge.
Like, what?
Another mon that moved down, by the way.
That's worth. That I can understand. Its move pool is not amazing. Boy, Muck is just being Muck. Love this Zygarde build, by the way. It's so different.
Oh yeah, bulky Glare Zygarde. I mean, Sub Glare is definitely a legit.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Oh boy, that Poison Touch. That
was clutch.
Spoilers. That's why the unfortunate freeze hacks happens.
Oh, okay. The universe balanced it out.
Right.
Okay.
Plus, I mean, the longer a game goes, the higher odds. This is hilarious, though. I do love this. Jack's
well,
like,
okay.
Fuck you, I'm not blinking.
That's not exactly how that works. It's not like the longer a game goes, the more likely something's gonna happen.
No, it's just the higher, the more chances
over a
you
larger
have of
set.
It happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
The more chances of it happening. Also, Tristan was playing an interesting game because if he got poisoned, the poison damage would have been enough for him to get 2-tapped.
Well, he would have rested before the end of the turn.
I do love the disable forcing him into Ice Beam, forcing him to get frozen.
That's what an insane turn. What an insane turn.
Like a wild turnaround there.
And now Suicune just gets like a free whatever. Tailwind, yeah, exactly. And now who wants 2x Mega Heracross?
It's kind of crazy too because it didn't slow Jack down. Like he instantly was just like, okay, into Rotom, let's go. Like it did not take him long to make that decision. I remember that.
Right, because I mean, Suicune's not doing too much to Rotom. Like the Ice Beam is great, sure. Also, the answer to who wants to sit against 2x Mega Heracross, Scarf Inteleon.
Yep. Love how Inteleon, or that this is the second week that Heracross died to Sneaky Air Slash. And now this happens.
Yep. Now Turt is just gets the free smash on the.
Oh, he gets 2 free smashes, bro.
Yeah. He needed the second shell smash because otherwise Scarf Inteleon would still be faster.
Right, and I can't believe he took 50% with half his special defense.
Well, like, yeah, it is resisted.
I don't care. He has half of his special defense, like resisted or not. That's no damage.
I mean, it's probably just a very calculated spread on Tristan's part. He didn't have Quick Attack. Yeah, because otherwise Quick Attack definitely would have taken care of it.
Right, like how do you not?
It might be one of those things where like you just need the coverage, especially against Tristan's absolutely huge team. Like a wimpy little Quick Attack might not do it a lot of the time. You know what I mean?
Stab boosted.
Right, it's Stab and Aerial Ape boosted, but I mean it's good against like Scarf Zarude, Tailwind Heracross specifically.
I mean, Scarf Zarude will probably die to it. Well, I don't know.
I doubt it.
I don't think you'll kill Pinsir, though.
Because Mega Medicham didn't even die to a Pinsir's Quick Attack, so there's no way Zarude would.
Mm.
But yeah, it's one of those things where I think you need like the super high base power moves to start hitting Tristan's team, so Quick Attack is a little hard to justify. But in that specific situation against the Shell Smash Turt at half, like, yes, it would have been great. But yeah, good. Congrats to Tristan. Congrats to Driftman. Good match on his part. Like even though he like found the freeze hacks, he did take advantage of it correctly.
Listen, like, I get somebody who lost the championship to a pair of hacks, bro. Like, it's why we play this game.
Yeah, I mean, what are you
It
gonna
happens. You have to capitalize on it, unlike Mitch
do?
in that game. Rank Pros Venusaur.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, where Leibo was frozen for like 10 turns or something.
And Mitch capitalized on it for 0 turns.
Oh, we're gonna get to Mitch's match. We'll have plenty of time.
That's an old Mitch match. That's an old Mitch match.
Mitch match.
Yeah.
Next game. James/Mario against Dan. Alright, let's give it a play.
Okay, so straight up, Mario, once he learned that he had to play this game, was like, I don't want to do this.
Aww.
Well, because his Sandcore lost to Dan's Sandcore, and then neither of them brought the Sandcore.
That's hilarious. It might have been one of the things where Dan was just banking on T-Tar coming.
Can we talk about how Mario should have just slammed fucking Ironhead right there?
I'm a little surprised he didn't.
Or Flash Cannon, whatever he had there. Like, okay, like I totally get like this team is like very trick roomy, very memey, but like he gave it away turn 1, and he was in the position Jirachi versus Comfey, Stab Steel versus Fairy. Like,
yeah, he didn't have to blow his load with Trick Room immediately. He could have definitely hit Comfey, and then like what's Comfey doing afterwards? Like it hit a Tailwind. You can just Trick Room the next turn if you really wanted to.
Right.
Oh, here comes the air horns. So Dan just made Spiritomb his Z captain.
Love this.
Z
Love
taunt.
it.
And
Z
Mario.
Taunt, and Mario's like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna murder you this turn anyway. Spoilers, he doesn't.
Nope, sucker punch.
And you know what? The only option there was to like go into Shiinotic, but like Mario didn't know it was about to happen. We all knew it was about to happen. I saw that from a mile.
Dan follows it up. Okay, what a crazy good read to follow it up. Yeah, Infiltrator on the sub. Love it.
What's his other abilities though? Like,
pressure. Yeah.
I'm running Infiltrator.
Right, I'm running Infiltrator. You might be able to get away with it if you need to like, if you have a really good matchup against a tank with like Slack Off or Roost or something.
Or like, come on, like you're going up against like a Cinderace where he gets like 8 PP moves, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, something like that. But a lot of the time it's going to be Infiltrator, especially when you're coming up against a Grimmsnarl. So yeah, Mario probably should have gone into Grimmsnarl in the Sucker Punch because I don't think Spiritomb can hit Grimmsnarl.
And even if he went into Shiinotic, you know, the status mon, like he could have at least, you know, I mean, Vileplume comes in for free, but that's when you start playing cheeky doubles. I mean,
and it at least gets rid of the +1 attack.
Minute. Right. There's a lot of things that you could have done. The Mist Poltergeist.
The Mist Poltergeist after the Mist Play Rough really hurts.
Yeah, there was a lot of RNG now.
It hurts, but I don't think the Poltergeist would have killed Vileplume.
No, he was at negative attack. However, this is hilarious.
Yeah, so in one of my notes, I think Mario should have realized Runerigus was his win con, or Trick Room was his win con, right? So there was no way Runerigus was going to do it against Vileplume even behind the light screen, so he probably needed to just go straight into Crab.
If we go back and talk about he should have hit Comfey there, he would have done enough chip damage to then one-shot it and have more... I really think a lot of it comes down to Mario just blowing the Trick Room too early. Because this mon right here is terrifying. And I'm not talking about Dracovish.
Crabominable. Dracovish, of course, is terrifying, but Crabominable and Trick Room? Yo.
And, he could have... And Crabominable solves this bitch. Like, he could have just played around, and I can't believe I'm saying this, his win con being Crabominable.
Hey, it's James's team icon.
It really is. Like, and he had, like, I think he tried too hard to get Trick Room out, and that's kind of the downfall of Trick Room. You have to
be very patient.
Right, you have to know when to use it because you only get 4 turns, and one of those turns is spent switching into the other mon that's gonna trick.
Exactly, unless you have strong Trick Room setters like Hatterene and Stack Attacker, which when I ran Trick Room last season, I had them, but I also had like the very passive Stollymons like Audino and Dusclops to back it up. So I could play the slow game and just wait for my opportunity to get Trick Room in. It's not to say that it can't work with like a room service Jirachi. However, it's a bit more volatile that way.
Right.
Speaking of like phasing and stuff, we didn't call attention to it, but the red card on Reuniclus completely shut down that Jirachi Trick Room. Just completely shut it down.
It did. I love, as much as I love emergency exit, no, eject pack. Because emergency exit's a different item that I hate. I love
emergency exit
card.
is the ability of Galissapod.
Oh, there's the red card, and then there's another item that switches you on weird. If you get hit, maybe it switches you out.
I don't think so. But it might just be one of those things where it's such a bad item nobody remembers it exists. So you might be right. I don't know though.
God damn it! Now
you're gonna
Mitch,
do some quick Google.
Yes, I'm not. No, I'm not even gonna Google. Just go to Smokin and go. Not Smokin. Showdown. But it's okay. We can continue here.
All right. Well, when you get the answer, I guess enlighten us.
You know, because I'm very curious. I know that somebody who's listening to this knows what it is, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, that's an item," but you're not here right now.
Furiously typing in the YouTube comments. How do they not know this item exists?
Bro, if we're gonna bitch about things I don't know, it's my type chart, okay? It's only been season.
Oh, I've had some embarrassing mistakes with type charts. Like my first season, I didn't know that fighting resisted rock. But anyway, before we digress further, I think the next match. Once again, congrats to Dan. Strong victory over Mario/James. You
James.
cut out, I think. Sorry?
Oh, we're back.
Okay, we're back. I said Mario/James.
I said James.
Oh, James. Okay.
James.
James.
Jario?
Jario's pretty good.
Jario.
Sorry, Mario, you have a new nickname. It's Jario. Bick against Leibo. We are playing this on normal speed, not on slow.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad at this match. I remember this is the match that I went outside. I smoked. I came back.
And nothing had changed.
Nothing changed.
Oh, yeah.
The same mixer of turns just over
and over and over again.
It was bad, dude. And you know what? I can't believe he blinked later in the game, he being Leibo, because honestly, he could have just kept Bick in the mixer.
When I was watching this, I thought, okay, spoilers, this is a substitute Leech Seed Celesteela. I thought Leibo was just like pivoting with Regenerator to run Bick out of Leech Seeds. That's what I was convinced was happening. And then he like blinks halfway through that. Yeah, he would have too, which is crazy.
And it starts right now. It's turn 9. I came back from smoking at turn 32.
And you saw a Leech Seeded Slowking teleport away.
two of the mons had died. I think like Klefki was dead by the time I came back, and maybe like Swampert had somehow died.
Yeah, I think Klefki and Swampert die.
But I came back to seeing Celesteela behind his sub and a Leech Seed on his Lobro, and I was like, wait a second.
I've been here before.
And then we watch it for about 50 turns because Bick just can't get around the Volt Switch.
Oh, timer's finally on, by the way, turn 13.
Well, they're not taking a lot of time. These are quick mixer turns.
Yeah. Thanks entirely to the normal speed the replay.
Yeah, right. This was a painful match to watch live, and not in the sense that it was bad. It was just Bick knew that there was like nothing he can do, so he was just buying his time until he figured out what he can do, or until Leibo blinked.
Let's talk about something fun. Bick's nicknames. Baygalade, Gurren Lagonix. Those are great names. Full Metal Alchemist.
I get that one.
High Kyurem. And Aromatisse and Garchomp.
I don't think he should have brought Bulk Up. I think he should have brought Sword Stance.
It can be a tough decision sometimes, I think.
Dude.
Like a lot of like, let's say you only need +1 to start like one-shotting some stuff.
Yeah, but you need +2 to start one-shotting almost everything.
Well, okay, so Leibo's tanks are Slowking, Mega Venusaur, and P2. Galley does pretty good against 2 of them.
Yeah, and it does even better when you have a Sword Stance. I don't know. Sub Dance would have gotten around a lot of this shit, except for Boom Burst shredding through it.
Right.
Haunter X Haunter, love it.
Haunter X Haunter. I love the Ice Fang tech on Manectric.
Yeah.
7 deadly Sinestias.
Yeah. It was very weeby this week for Bick.
He's been on his anime.
Yeah, he has. And this is what a double. What a double for Bick. And then,
and then a double again.
What a triple for Bick.
Imagine that they just kept doubling for turns and turns and turns, and then they built their clock up to like 10 minutes.
I think it caps.
Oh, it does a cap at 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't.
That makes sense. Okay, so finally stuff has died. Something else has died.
No, this is when I yeah. Oh yeah, right. Because I had come inside by this. And here we go.
Spoiler alert: the loop is not over yet.
No, it's not even close to over. The loop is. Guys, the loop just began. You get ready to watch it again. This time it's normal speed, so it's not awful.
I could make it on fast speed.
No, it's okay.
No, it's on fast for at least a few turns. Because at a certain point, Leibo blinks and brings in Swellow on an Air Slash, which is crazy because Swellow is absolutely the win con here.
Sometimes you gotta make the risky play, dude. I beat Tristan by making risky plays for a whole match.
Hey, that's how you do it sometimes. Like you feel like you've got a read on them and you just rip it.
I think Leibo got bored, is what happened.
Probably.
He literally goes,
I'll play this game, yeah.
And then he doesn't. Like, he played it for like 3 more turns, and he's like, okay, I'm done. Like, he should have never been done.
So, alright. 4 Leech Seeds have been hit. Alright, we can go back to normal speed because... yeah. Finally something happened.
Nope,
we're back. Never mind.
He realized should not have blinked. This Rotom doing things too. Like, if this was like a plot Rotom.
It was Specs. That's why it did so much damage to Venusaur. I'm surprised he didn't hit Boom Burst there, because Boom Burst would have, with Scrappy, would have hit that Rotom.
Oh yeah, and it would have hit that Rotom for. Although it wouldn't have hit Steela, and he thought Steela was coming in.
Oh yeah, he thought Steela was coming in. Of course.
So that's his problem here. He couldn't play this game. This was huge too.
Oh yeah, the Shell Smash.
Yeah. Honestly, is this what won Leibo the game? Was it the Shell Smash?
Sort
the
of.
Shell Smash crit. I may have forgot Spear.
I don't know if that crit really mattered at +2. Well, with Big Spreads, maybe it did. Maybe that's why you had bulk up to live.
Big was also +1, right?
Yeah, so maybe that's why you ran bulk up specifically for Cloyster.
That's true. Yeah,
but I don't know if that really would have mattered, because then Swellow could have just come in and killed Gallade as well. Right. And with Slowking already dead, then there's no longer the loop. Well, so maybe it did matter. Maybe it did definitely matter. I don't know.
Swellow did work though.
Yeah, but regardless, yeah. Swellow is crazy good. Big says in chat, I had no Spidef mons, all Fizdef, because I didn't think Swellow was good.
Wow. How rude.
I think Bick, he hones in on the weaknesses of mons a lot. Like Swellow's 75 at special attack, I think. Because he talks sometimes about like getting in some Ubers or pseudo-legendaries put into the league.
I don't like that. I don't like it at all.
Well, I mean, we can have that. We can definitely discuss that in Discord.
I want to see Swellow killing things.
I want to see a Swellow kill like a Darker Shifu or something.
No. Oh boy.
Yeah, well played to Leibo. So,
Yeah.
next match. Oh, and it's Kyle.
Oh, this match. This is my favorite match of the week.
I concur. Yeah, Kyle played really, really solid and eventually just pops off. And
I
you
mean,
love to see it.
You do. I mean, I love Kyle's team. I mean, I do and I don't. I love how bulky it is. I hate how slow it is. But,
I'm
like,
kind of in the same boat.
because like Tex Boom and Victini is just terrifying together. Like, but then the rest of his team just didn't back it up. But like, I love this too. The two trio of the Lake Mons fighting it out.
Yeah, that is pretty funny. Uxie, yeah, Uxie definitely wins this match. Not only because of U-turn, but Uxie is just so damn fat. It's 130 in both defense and I think 95 HP. Something stupid.
Plus it's just in kill range of this bitch now.
Yep.
Justice.
I wonder if this was a Scarf Rillaboom, because he pretty confidently hit knockoff against Azelf there.
Yeah, that could have been, honestly. Probably because we've been talking about how slow his team is.
Yeah, that too. Because in Kyle's first few weeks, he was scarfing Victini every time. And, you know, that makes sense. Like, it's base 100, that's a great scarf tier. But just kind of wasn't working out. So he's shift the scarf to Rillaboom, I suppose. And it definitely worked.
It did. And you know what? This also works.
Yeah, what also works is Diancie. I don't think Diancie quite pops off yet, right?
Okay.
I think he was scouting for the Ironhead, and when he sees the body press come in, he knows next time that matchup comes, then
He's clear.
Right, he's in the clear to start just hitting the freest Diamond Storm, because what on this team eats a Diamond Storm? Basically only Wishy-Washy.
Answer, not much. Love that taking 46 from a crit Z Psychic.
Crit Z Psychic.
Just eating it. Nim, 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 nim. And then just coming in. Although I very much expected the knockoff here.
Oh, well. I mean, Gligar doesn't sit
anything,
against
it goes there
Wishy-Washy
anyway,
anyway, so I think that's fine.
Right. Well, against Zero Aura, it does well even without the FLA.
Yeah, true, because Zero Aura gets like Grass Knot and CC, and like those aren't hitting Gligar that much. It's just roosting on you.
You know what? Honestly, we're seeing Manus have a hard time just hitting through Kyle's like monster.
General
like,
bulk, yeah.
Yeah, like Kyle is out restoring and just hitting Manus hard, chipping him down.
Right, and Wishy-Washy with the Life Orb, he doesn't super appreciate it. Like, yeah, he has rest, but also you're kind of just chipping yourself every time you hit a move. So you're forced to hit rest earlier than you might otherwise, because like that 20% puts you within schooling range.
I mean, he does have Corviknight with Roost, which is huge.
Right. Also, I love from Kyle, just
The not letting the Flash Fire happen.
Exactly.
But I mean, the Volt Absorb is also a risk. Not in that situation. You're not switching Zero or into that. But like, that's also a thing he needs to track.
Right. And
Love his Toxic Picks right
the
now.
Scorching Sands doing 30% to Pex. Come on.
I'd love it. And now this bitch is back. And now Flareon again. And you know what? This time, I'm surprised that Zero Aura didn't.
Yeah, I think
you know the T-Bolt.
That's probably why Kyle just hit U-turn there, because he's like, okay, he knows the Thunderbolt might be coming, so depending on whether it's Flareon or Zero Aura, it's just free U-turn.
And here it is, boys.
Here it is. So yeah, Kyle got 2 out of 2 procs on Diamond Storm, and spoiler, it's about to be 3 out of 3. However, I don't really think that made a big difference, because as we see, Wishy-Washy's only Wishy-Washy can't really touch this Diancie, right? Its only special move is Ice Beam. So when he's in this loop, because he's Rest, Talk, Ice Beam, EQ. So
and he got the Moonblast drop too. Like, damn.
Yeah. So yeah, what I was saying, like with the Life Orb and the double Diamond Storm, that puts Wishy-Washy in the like range where it needs to just continually rest. So I don't think the like 3 immediate boosts really had that much of an effect.
Kyle has 5 moves that have a chance to get a proc. He's hit, and he's gotten the proc each time.
That's pretty crazy. That's really funny.
That's crazy.
Well, I think Moonblast.
Oh my god, he had another proc.
I think Moonblast is also 50%. So
no, it's not. It's like 30.
Oh, is it?
It's either 30 or it's the 10, like everything else. I can't remember.
It's definitely not 10. I see Moonblast drop special attack all the time.
So then it might be 30.
Okay.
But like that's hilarious.
It is hilarious. But
you know,
yeah.
Sometimes it's just like it just be like that.
Sometimes it be like that. What are you gonna do?
Right. And you know what? I feel like Manus actually had a chance to kill it and he didn't take it. Like, I forget.
On what turn?
I can't remember. I remember
Diancie was faster than Wishy-Washy.
No, maybe it wasn't with Wishy-Washy. Oh my god.
Because with Wishy-Washy's EQ is the only thing that was going to hit it, and it's already.
I don't think it was with that. I forget what it was with. And maybe I could just be wrong.
What's the proc rate here? 1 billion. Man.
Thanks, Murphy. He got the burn off with Lava Plume.
Yeah, look at that. It helps against Diamond Storm for sure. That's a physical move.
Right. Now he's not going to take as much damage.
He's still
he's not doing
super
any
dead. But yeah, nothing here left takes these like Moonblasts. Like, okay, Flareon takes one, but even the half damage Diamond Storm finishes it off.
And Diancie has busted defenses the way it is. I think it's also 150 in both.
Mm-hmm. It's 150 in both, but it's only 50 HP.
Yeah, but that 150 is a lot. I think that's the exact defense Red Registeel.
Yes, it is.
But it just has a 4x weakness.
Oh, another Moonblast drop. That didn't matter because it's physical.
Didn't matter.
I think Plasma Fist would have done more, but I mean, at the same time, it's just over. So, and yeah, I'll speed it up because Manus starts to be very stubborn by just like roost spamming on the Moonblasts. Do we still have Mike? Did something happen to him?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're here. Yeah, we're here. You got Robody for a minute, but we're okay.
Oh, all right. Well, I didn't get Robody for OBS at the very least.
You got Robody for me.
And you got Robody for me, so how do you like them apples?
Yeah. No. Rip.
And Diancie claiming...
This is what happens.
I think Diancie claimed 5 of those kills.
Yeah, because Uxie died, or sorry, Azelf died to the burn damage.
Right. So yeah, that was super good stuff.
It was a good +6 for Kyle. He really needed it, as I'll point out later when we talk about the playoffs. Kyle desperately needed that +6, and Manus desperately needed that not to happen.
All right. I can't wait to talk about the playoffs. I was like looking at them and like running through all the scenarios, and there's still a lot of playoff shakeups that can happen. So I'm super looking forward to that.
Oh yeah. And it's the last week.
The most important week.
The most important.
All right. On to the next match. Dylan against Dave. All right, so I think Scarf Seismitoad is actually hilarious and really good against Dylan's team looking at it now. Because it gets like Poison Jab, it gets Knock, it gets EQ or Earth Power, Scald. It gets stuff to hit literally everything on Dylan's team. But it still doesn't take a Giga Drain.
It's a decent offensive mod. Nothing now. Come on now.
Yeah, nothing now.
I'm surprised he didn't switch that into Muck.
Yeah, I think Muck probably would have made more sense. Just because Muck has the big special D. But then it doesn't resist the fire, so who knows?
I mean, he was in Shadow Sneak range after that damage from the original Scald.
Yeah, but the Giga Drain, though. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Okay, never mind. Okay. Instead of, like, letting Seismic Toad go, you mean?
Right. This was awesome. This was the match where every single one of Dave's Mons, except for Seismitoad, had a setup move.
Yeah,
We
it
talk
did.
about
That's
Incineroar murdering itself.
hilarious. Garbodor, it doesn't, like, I'm kind of surprised it was able to live the +2 Flare Blitz because its base defenses aren't that great. I'm pretty sure it's 80 across the board for everything.
This was crazy.
Yeah, the weakness policy.
Weakness policy, Metagross.
It would have been cool if Metagross somehow went second there, but Aegislash is slow.
That's how it be sometimes, but I mean, this is non-contact, so it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Still gets the 2-tap.
Well, I believe he switches out here, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sack Garbodor, and then you get Hitmonchan in free to just, like, Mach Punch it. Yeah. Dude, Dylan's Hitmonchan, still so crazy after all this time. I can't believe it. Like, Iron Fist, he gets Iron Fist coverage for all the punches, and then he's got Mach Punch on top of that, or even Drain Punch. It's so nuts.
Yeah, but does Dave just not trying to kill it?
Yeah, it does. It is true, like, Dave is trying to set up in the face of Hitmonchan. But it's still cool. Like, Hitmonchan is putting in the work right now. You're going to tell me this Hitmonchan is a 60-point Mon? It just took out Metagross, Thundo, and Dragapult. Come on now.
It's a weird name that didn't need to happen.
Yeah, that's true. It didn't super need to happen. It looks like Dave got probably a little impatient.
That's probably what happens.
Alright, Curse Muck. Curse Muck without the berry.
With Poison Jab as its fourth move.
Yeah. Because Poison Jab is not hitting... Even at, like, +3, it's still not hitting Tyrantrum that much, and it is doing absolutely 0 to Aegislash, so...
Right.
Oh, no.
Zubat stalls it out.
Yeah. You're still a little robot-y, but we got the spirit of what you were saying. Slime Time's a funny name, at least. Mike's a robot. Oh no. But yeah. Good stuff to Dylan. It was a little ambitious of Dave to try to set up with everybody.
Yeah, you don't do that. I mean, I get anxious running setup on like 3 Mons even. Like, even 2 Mons, I'm like, ooh, is that too much setup?
Yeah, it's tough sometimes. Like, they're all of those Mons individually, if one of them were to set up, you're like, oh no, this might just be it. But none of them really found the Mon that they wanted to set up on.
Well, setting up with, like, and I can't believe, this is me, the Flare Blitz guy. Setting up on a Flare Blitz Mon is hard because you're gonna kill yourself before you sweep the team.
Right. That's why you love the Scarfer Banded Darmanitan.
Right, because at least, like, I'll kill myself and kill, like, 3 of your boys, and it's not my win con, but, like, I'm not trying to set up and hit Swords Dance on a Mon where I'm gonna hit Swords Dance, kill one thing, and die at the million recoil damage I'm about to take.
Yeah. Like, because you think if you're not one-shotting them with Flare Blitz, they're hitting you twice, so it's kind of hard to go off like that.
I mean, he also does get, like, Darkest Lariat, I mean, Earthquake, Power Trip.
Power trip's hilarious, but it wouldn't outdamage Lariat at just single sword stance.
Right, but just he gets other moves as well.
Yeah, he gets fun stuff.
Right.
Like we saw the flame charge weakness policy set go off. That was fun.
Huge.
All right, time for the creme de la creme, the match we've been waiting to talk about. Are you ready, Mike?
I'm ready.
It's
I'm
Mitch against
ready.
Thomas.
Oh my god.
It's
You
Mitch
know,
against
after
Thomas.
it was such like, and I remember too, like we're on stream. It was a long stream. It was a good stream. All of these matches were like so good. And then this shit storm. Absolute dumbest match ever happened. I can't believe it. Like, so I talked to Thomas afterwards. We found out that not only did Kyle luck happen, where Kyle got every single drop. You can hit play because
I'll
we'll
hit
watch
play.
it in real time. But Mitch won every speed tie.
Oh my god.
Mitch won every speed tie. He missed
Oh.
one focus blast out of the 7 or 8 that he may have hit this game. This game literally held Mitch's hand. Well, that and Thomas's being illiterate and took him to the promised land. And here's where we see Thomas's illiteracy come in. He doesn't know how to read. You guys ready? And Sacred Fire?
Nope.
Flash Fire?
Nope.
And you know, everybody here was like, cool, this is banded. He's going to leave. And this is where Thomas just starts taking the most unnecessary eruptions in the world.
Right. What's funny is that we saw Thomas think for a minute here and then switch into Feeney and switch into Lantern twice. Like he should have taken that time to figure out like, okay, worst case scenario, this is specs. What do I want to die to get something in clean? And then decided to sack Lantern, not like let Feeney get chipped to 30% first, you know?
Yeah, and that's what and this is huge too. So now Entei comes back in. Right. Why didn't he hit that E-Speed the first time? To now put Typhlosion in a spot where it's only doing 35 to a Latios.
Yeah, exactly.
You have Audino in the back pocket, and you have Wish. This was huge. Frisking that weakness policy was huge for Mitch, because like if he accidentally hit that D-Gleam or the knockoff, like...
Oh yeah, that... does Latios get Agility? Do they get Dragon Dance?
I think they get both of those moves.
Okay. Maybe Agility would have been the play.
Power.
Ah, okay. Yeah, maybe Agility would have been the play instead of Calm Mind, just because Mitch has potentially Hawlucha and a Raichu. But I guess a Raichu isn't really touching Latios anyway. Like, he's not grounded, so the Rising Voltage is actually half power.
Right. And this is where we see Mitch just not ever miss with Focus Blast.
Nope, not ever miss. I mean, it's worth saying that if Thomas really wanted, he could have like Mega there to take less damage, but also like Regenerator, and it's not breaking 50% anyway, so yeah, no reason to Mega.
And you know what, this Crook...
Yeah, Crook is kind of a problem. I love this body press.
Thomas knew it. I love this body press. It could have been a slam too. This boy gets it.
Well, I don't think you would want to hit Heavy Slam against Crook. You would
well, right.
I can't speak.
I knew what you were saying. You would have won for the super effective. It's just noted that we then saw the Heavy Slam just in case.
Yep. All right, that's like the fourth Focus Blast hit. That's the fifth Focus Blast hit.
It's like,
see, okay,
taking
this turn. I think this turn he definitely should have Mega'd, because there's no way Crook can one-shot Mega Audino.
It was banded Crook.
It was banded?
I'm fairly sure it was banded Crook, because it's not going fast. Doesn't it not go faster than something?
I don't
think I know. Mario, I know, was on the phone with Mitch, so he knew Mitch's spreads. I just yelled that Mitch is an idiot for fucking the end of this match.
Okay, so when Mitch lost last week, it was because Mario wasn't helping him, and when Mitch won this week, Mario was helping me.
Mario
helping
didn't
Mitch.
help him this week.
Oh, all right.
Mario didn't help him. No, this match is just dumb on dumb on dumb on dumb.
So what speed ties were there? Was
Apparently
Mudsdale...
Entei, I guess Entei and Typhlosion should speed tie because I don't think that they were scarfed.
Yeah, they both got the same
Mario
base
must have known that Mitch didn't scarf Entei because, as I said, he spoke with them. And I was talking to Thomas today, and Mario asked what Thomas's spread was on Entei, and Thomas told him. And Mario goes, "That's hilarious. You speed tied with Mitch and lost everyone."
All right, so Crook outsped Latios. That's why I was saying it's Scarf Crook.
Oh yeah, okay, there it is. So that's the proof it is scarf. Okay, I'm sorry. And then this, just this boy.
I'm kind of shocked that he left like Crook in against Feeney. I would have just assumed that was going to be a free Tangrowth and then hit like a Sleep Powder or something. Well, I guess you're not in Misty Terrain, but
we're also talking about the man who looks like he has the
oh, he missed. Look at that.
That's the only Focus Blast he misses this whole game.
And it's completely inconsequential because it's against Feeney.
Right. It just takes a little bit more chip, and then this is where we all start going, what happened? Because we see that Entei isn't banded, and we see that this whole game could have gone differently.
Yep, because he switches off of Stomping Tantrum into Sacred Fire here.
Yeah. Well, not exactly here, but he does do it. Because we see Mitch just start hitting Iron Defense. We're like, what's happening? And he just keeps hitting Iron Defense.
Was Thomas bluffing like Choice Band?
I don't think Thomas wanted to give him.
Oh, never mind. Not anymore. He's not.
Thomas didn't want to give him the. Oh my god, what are you doing? Why did he keep hitting Iron Defense?
Who knows?
Thomas didn't want to give him the Flash Fire. And Thomas didn't know the calc on if Eruption would have killed him, and he didn't want to put it in. That's what he said. He didn't know the calc. But, like, things to take away from this.
And then Mitch knocks off Entei. On the same turn, the Z Crystal gets reeled, yeah.
Yeah. And then we all go, wait a second, because, like, this should have just been 2 E-speeds and it's over.
Yeah. Why didn't he? He definitely should have hit E-speed there.
Because Stomping Tantrum was an OHKO and he didn't, and Eruption wouldn't have been an OHKO, so he just went for the move that should have killed him, and Mitch went for the Focus Blast because that was his only chance of winning, and
he hit it.
And here we are.
That's a wild final turn.
RNG is just putting Mitch right on its back. And Kyle. Mitch and Kyle this week got carried by RNG.
Tristan got some RNG. Well, one specific good bout of RNG on the freeze, but yeah, lots of very polarizing types of RNG this week.
Yeah, for the most important week of the season.
So if we ran Mitch's like match through the luck calculator, not only would it be amazing because he hit every single focus blast, but it would be even better than the number would suggest, right?
Yes, 100%. It would have to. I don't even care what the number suggests. Everything that could have went right for Mitch in that game did. He got a bunch of crits, if I remember right, too. Like, nothing really went wrong for Mitch in that game. Cool. He missed a single focus blast on Feeney at 3%. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah, let me bring up the replay analyzer real quick. Let's plug that in. All right, what do you think the number was for that game? What was Mitch's number?
4.
It was 1.98.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. If you're hitting like around 2, that's pretty good RNG. Like around 1, I'd say is like negligible RNG. 2 is like you got pretty good RNG.
Just
4 is like you stood no chance. Even though this felt like a 4.
It was just, I can't. Whatever. It's over.
Yeah,
I don't
whatever.
have to ever watch it again.
Whatever. I'm over it. Mitch
I'm
won.
over it.
Congrats. Yeah.
Right. Great. Fantastic.
All right. That concludes all 10 matches. So let's transition over to the standings. So at the top of each division, I'm just going to list out the top of each division first, then we'll talk about each individual division and what it looks like in terms of playoff chances. So tops of each division: LCD, Jim, Manny, myself, Leibo. Those are the 5 leaders right now. In the Miss Magus division, so LCD has clinched the number 1 spot, and now it is Murphy and Nijia fighting for a potential shot at the playoffs.
Well, at that point, let's just look at the playoff picture. It's
yeah.
almost more beneficial to look at the playoff picture.
Yeah, let's look at the playoff picture.
Because the standings in the playoff picture at this point are the same thing.
Pretty much,
We see the division leads. We see all the people. Like, you're in. Nobody's overtaking you in your division at 7-1. It's not possible.
I think Jim could potentially be taken over. Yeah, Manny and Jim are the only ones at risk of being taken over. Yeah. Because
Manny can't lose to Dylan, even if Dylan gets a +6. And Manus would have to lose.
Yeah, well, the match is Manny against Dylan, so the winner of that is the winner of the division.
Right. And then me and Jim play each other, so if I beat Jim and Tristan beats Dan, Jim still wins the division. However, we all have the same record.
Correct. However, if Dan beats Tristan and you beat Jim, then Dan is at the top of the division.
Right. But I don't want that to happen. I want it. I'm here for the memes. I want the whole division to be 5-4.
That would be. I would love to see that too. PFL first and coming off of the backs of an extremely strong conference cup. Yeah, that would just be epic.
Right. Like, we're here to play, boys.
So my division is actually kind of inconsequential. I've clinched the first seat of my division. Jack has clinched playoffs with his 5-3 massive +22.
Yeah.
So
and then Hunter and James.
Yeah, and Hunter and James are out of playoffs at 2-6 and 1-7.
Dusk Noir, however, a lot of shit can change.
Yeah. Leibo has clinched Dusk Noir. However, a playoff spot is definitely up for grabs.
Hold on. Leibo, in some way, shape, or form, can tie Mitch if Mitch gets a +6.
However, Leibo won both the head-to-heads, so he would win that tiebreaker.
Okay.
Actually, wait. No. They play each other this week. Leibo has won the first head-to-head.
Oh, okay. They play each other this week, so if Leibo wins, he wins the division.
If Mitch wins by a bigger plus than Leibo beat him, then Mitch would Mitch would have to win +6. If Mitch wins +6, then he overtakes Leibo.
Right. Okay. So
yeah, because that would be the only way they tie.
But pretty much Dave is out of winning his division. He can get it on a wild card because his plus is so high.
Right. Dave can potentially get in on a wild card at 4-4 +16.
So can Kyle.
Yeah, so that's one of the things I have in my notes is that there is going to be a 4-5 that makes it into the playoffs.
It's going to be Kyle or Murphy.
It's going to be Kyle or Murphy.
Or can't possibly Thomas.
So for Thomas to make it in at 4-5, he would have to win by a huge margin because the 4-5s he would be competing with are you, Tristan, potentially Nijia.
Oh yeah, and Tristan's a
Kyle
4-5
and
who
Dave.
can make it too. A lot of 4-5s have potentials to make it.
Yeah, so at least one 4-5 is going to make it into playoffs. So yeah, 3-5 +9 is what Thomas is at. Kyle is at 3-5 +13. Now Kyle's the best 3-5 right now between the 3-5s. So he needs to win, and he needs to win big enough to potentially get over the plus of other.
Yeah, Thomas needs to win, and he needs some 4-5s to lose.
Correct.
Or some 4-4s to lose right now, rather.
Yeah, so the 4 other potential 4-5s, Nijia, if Nijia loses, I think the plus is just not quite enough. Nijia would be out if he loses.
And yeah, done. He's out.
So you and Tristan are plus 11 and plus 12. So in order for one of you guys to make it in at 4 and 5, you would need the 3 and 5s to lose. And or like not have a great plus.
Right. So what you're saying is I don't exactly have to win my game this week to make playoffs. There can be some crazy mathematical anomalies that happen, and I can make playoffs.
You would need a very specific set of situations.
I need Thomas and Murphy to lose. I need Thomas
Tristan.
and Murphy to lose. And Tristan and Nijia.
Yeah. And
well, I'd need Nijia
Kyle.
to lose
and,
with
and
a
you
lower
need Kyle
plus
to,
than me.
You need Murphy and Kyle to lose as well, because they're beating you in plus.
Right.
Because if they win by any amount, they're 4 and 5 better than you.
Every single all other people, all 19 other people in this league would need to lose.
Somehow.
Love it.
It is crazy that we only have 4 people completely eliminated from playoffs.
Not really though, because think about it, only 9 don't make it.
I know. Well, it's just crazy to think about that. There's so many crazy lines where, this is not disparaging on Thomas, but Thomas at 3 and 5 plus 9, which is the lowest of people who can still make it in, can still like win big enough to make it in, and obviously have other stuff aligned.
Right. It's just I was very much against or for allowing so many more people into playoffs, but looking at it now, like, did we go too far?
I mean, I don't think so. How are you going to let more people into playoffs without putting in exactly 3?
I guess I think it's just we lost, so there's so many now.
Yeah, it's so many because over half the league is getting in.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, the fact that only 9 don't make it is kind of wild. Like, really wild. Like, yeah. Hunter, as of last week, with 2 wins, still was able to make playoffs if he won this week. Like,
what's additionally crazy is that if, like, say a crazy turn of events happen where, like, Leibo, Jim, Manny, like, if all of them lose and get bumped down into the playoffs, that makes it actually so much harder for everybody else who's competing for those remaining seeds to get in.
Well, I have to beat Jim, so
you have to beat Jim.
How that works. Yeah.
Well, you can beat Jim. You beat him last time.
Oh, facts. Jim, I hope you're listening.
Jim's no slouch.
Jim is no slouch, but I ain't no slouch either, bro.
That's right. You kind of gave Nijia the hands this week.
Yeah, you want to catch these hands? And you know what? Me and Joe went over it. Most of my games that I lost, minus Tristan, were like, I lost by 6% on an Incineroar to Dave. I think I lost by another like 6% to Thomas. Like, it was all.
Yeah, Dave was the banded fake out game. That was a really good game.
Right, like, coming for you, Jim. Coming for you.
Coming. Oh Lord, he coming.
Oh Lord, he coming.
You got no rock polished Golurk this time, so interested to see what you come up with.
He already knows. He figured it out once I picked it up. He went, oh. Love it. Also, I want to talk about how, and we can switch off after this, seeds 1 through 5, their plus goes 17, 18, 19, 18, 17, and that makes me happy.
That is pretty cool, yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on. All right, King of the Kill. Another super close race for top of King of the Kill.
Yeah, it's very close.
So Tapu Lele is solo holding on to first with 13, followed very closely by Crook at 12, followed very closely by the trio of Mega Altaria, Incineroar, and Swellow at 11, followed even more closely by Mega Medicham, Nidoqueen, Togekiss, and Clefable, all with 10, and for good measure we'll throw in Steelix with 9.
Which 6 of them he got in one game.
Yeah, 6 of them he got in one game. That's 6 of Togekiss's kills he got in one game as well, so...
Gotta love the plus 6s.
Yeah, so I gotta find a way to plus 6 Hunter with Mega Medicham.
There you go. Get right into it.
Yeah. Yeah, I could jump for, like, listen, if Mega Medicham or Nidoqueen gets all 6, that potentially just wins me King of the Kill.
Yeah, and then you don't have to pay your entry fee next season.
Yeah, I get a hot $5 in return.
Hey, man.
Print and
Nice.
bank.
Hey, I haven't paid for a season since we started this.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I paid for my original season and
That's
I won
right.
Conference Cup twice. Let's go.
Yeah, because like last season it was me and Leibo, right? We
Carrie
got, like,
put me right on your back.
Did you? Who else was in our division? Who was
Thomas.
the fourth? Thomas. Did
Thomas.
you or Thomas win any Conference Cup games?
Jim won a Cup game for me against Tristan, plus
Okay.
3. But besides that, no. It was
Okay. All right. King of the Kill. That's the rundown. Lots of stuff to shake out. Hey, even some random 9-kill Mon could make it to the top. With like getting 6 kills, you're at 15. Hey.
Yeah. Who knows?
Jim is definitely going to want to try to find a way to get Lele all the kills this week.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Somebody
frickin'
has to
yeah.
Play against Lele.
All right. Now's the time for the thing you've been waiting for. You've been super excited to talk about this. The Conference Cup points. They're in. They're tallied. They're finalized.
Let's go. I get to be at the top of the draft, which really is kind of an okay position. It kind of sucks. It's
Hey, I was
great.
I was first draft this season, and I'm 7-1 right now, so I think it's worth it.
I don't think your draft order has a lot to do with your record. Mitch
True.
drafted last, and he's doing great.
I think if I like the front and the end of the draft, I think are the best ones.
Yeah, because you get the back-to-backs. You're right.
Because I
And
got
you know what, that was nice too, because I was third, so I got almost back-to-back picks.
yeah, you got Cinderace and Greninja. Well, I guess those weren't back-to-back as your first two.
No, I had 34 picks in between me and those two boys, or some
Yeah.
shit like that.
But having like the 2-man combos almost guaranteed is really, really nice.
Yeah,
Like
and
getting
now I don't
Mandibuzz
even
and
have 'em
Silvally
anymore.
back-to-back. Oh yeah, love it. But yeah, anyway, Conference Cup Drifblim Big 29. They will be picking first. Them 4 will be picking first next season. And Dusknoir just couldn't quite do it, getting 24 points overall.
I don't know if it's that they couldn't quite do it, or that we acquired 14 points in 1 week.
15 actually.
Oh, you know what? They acquired 14 points in 1 week too. We both acquired 14 points in 1 week. Look at that.
What are you looking at?
15 from week 9.
No,
to
this
29.
is the total column.
Oh, okay.
You got
I thought,
15.
never mind.
You guys got 15 points this week. They got 10 points
Okay,
this week.
Never mind. I thought. Okay, so I thought that 15 was like the total we had as of that week. Okay.
Yeah.
I see how it is now. Okay, so yeah, there's not much you can do when 2 people won by +6.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it was a +6.
No,
+5.
Kyle got a +6 and Jim got a +6, which is great for Conference Cup, obviously.
But I got a +3, and I thought Tristan won too.
Tristan, all 4 of you guys won. The +6s this week were Kyle and Dusknoir and Jim and Driftman.
Okay, yeah, that's right. And then there was another high plus in my division.
Yeah, you guys kind of smashed it in Conference Cup, and we have like Gengar, Jellicent, and Miss Magus like having half your guys' points.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens, boys.
Yeah, good stuff. Congratulations. Your entry fee will be forwarded to next season.
I'm fairly sure I actually only contributed a +3 to this again, because I lost both my Conference Cups. They were close though. I only gave up 1 point, so I'm less mad about it.
Well, with that, let's look at the Commish Picks. The final week of the regular season.
Final week, bro.
So,
Am I still ahead of you by 1?
but yes, yeah, as of this week,
Let's go!
you're ahead of me by 1. So if we want to like glance over at what transpired this week, so you picked all of your guys to win for the Conference Cup, and they did all win.
Nice.
And that's basically the story of it. I got a couple like predictions over you. Like I predicted Kyle over Manny, but you got basically every other one.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm looking at the comparisons now. I like it. I like it a lot. Go Driftblim.
Go Driftblim. Congratulations again. I'll say that like a million times. Probably not, but probably not literally a million. Anyway, so our first match this week, we got LCD against M1. So like I said, LCD has clinched his division. So I think he's not going to play anything too wild. He's not going to bring a lot of heat. And M1, on the other hand, is the man with nothing to lose, so he can play wild and crazy. So I think M1 might take it. I'm going to say M1.
Good, I'm going to pick LCD.
All right. Also worth noting, M1 got the better of LCD last match they played. So you're picking LCD, I picked M1. Murphy against Nijia. Ooh, this is going to be a super
this matters for
match.
both of them. The winner of this match pretty much makes playoffs.
Almost
essentially. Like,
well, if Murphy wins, Nijia is out, and possibly Murphy is out as well, because Murphy's 3-5 plus 12, so he would be 4-5 plus some amount. So he might make it in, but he also might not make it in if he wins.
Right, but they both have to win if they want to make playoffs.
Right. If either of them wants a shot at winning, they've got to win this match. So very contentious. I'm gonna give it to Murphy though.
I'm gonna agree.
All right, you're gonna say Murphy as well. Tristan against Dan. A match both of them need to win.
I think I wanted Tristan to win this one so that we can all be 5-4.
I think Dan's gonna take it. So you're saying Tristan, I'll say Dan. Now Jim against Mike. You're picking yourself?
Yes, sir.
I'm picking Jim. Jim cannot let this match slip, so I think he's gonna pull out all the stops against you.
I'm pulling every stop.
Bick against Thomas. I'm gonna give it to Bick. Thomas definitely needs to win if he wants, but Bick he'll definitely still try even though he's mathematically out.
I really want to give it to Thomas, but you know what? No. RNG made Thomas lose that game, and Thomas's bad decision making, but mostly RNG.
So are you going with Thomas this time? Because that's sort of what it sounded like.
It's like my brain is saying it, but it's so hard for my mouth to say it. Yeah, I'm picking Thomas.
Ooh, all right. We got Manny against Dylan. Oh, this will be a fun one.
Manny is coming off the rage of RNG bitch slapping him.
So he's not going to play on tilt, is what you're saying?
Oh, he's going to play on full tilt and just smoke Dylan, I think.
Oh, I'm going to give it to Dylan, actually. I don't think Manny's going to win. On top of that, Manny's still locked into playoffs at 5-3, so... Me against Hunter. I'm going to pick myself.
Samesies.
Nice. Jack against James. So we talked about Jack as clinched playoffs because he's 5-4, huge plus. James is the man with nothing to lose. But Jack is also my boy, so he interrupted my preamble to say I was going to pick Jack. But I also picked Jack.
It was Jack the whole time. I'm sorry. James's team is not that great.
Kyle against Dave. The last time these two fought, it was a super good match. So I'm interested to see what changes Kyle brings. And...
I'm picking Kyle so that he can be the first 3-peat champ.
Okay. I'm also gonna pick Kyle as well.
I want Kyle to win 3 times before some of this cough could even win once.
And Leibo against Mitch. No way. It's Leibo.
Oh, all day, Leibo.
Leibo.
Did Mitch clinch playoffs? Is he automatically in playoffs?
I think so.
Fantastic. God damn it.
But if he loses, he'll be a low seed, so he'll fight like me or potentially even Leibo again.
That'd be great. When RNG can't hold him through his best 2 out of 3.
Yeah. Like I remember he beat me in playoffs because I missed his Zen headbutt. So.
Yes, he did because Mitch. And then he got bitch slapped in finals, and it was hilarious.
that was like a little cathartic to watch because I had
a little.
Yeah, a little.
That felt
because of the nature of the way, he ended up getting one over on me. You know what's also something like every single time Mitch wins and he knows he wins off RNG, he always has like some like little thing like haha yeah I'm so good at the end of his match that he says in the chat.
Yeah, I'm the best.
Yep.
Right.
He's the best.
Yeah, he's a little artistic.
Artistic. Anyway, that's the last thing we had to talk about.
Yeah.
Except for one tiny yet very important question.
And what question would that be, Drac?
Mike, is this the most important week of the season?
Oh, hands down. I'm going to shove it up Jim's very nice. I'm going to buy him some flowers and a drink first, obviously, because it's a polite thing to do. But then I'm going to do some rude things to him because I need to make playoffs and I need our whole division to be 5-4. So you know what, Jim? If you want to be a bro and do it for the memes, because then we'll all make playoffs anyway, just tank to me, dude. Come on. But really, off the tangent, it's easily the most important week of the season because, you know, everybody has to win this week or they pretty much, like, 2 people have locked in playoffs. Everybody else has to win.
It is such an important week of the season. There are so few wild cards that are locked. I think it's like Jack and one other person. And so that means there are like another 10 people who are all fighting for those remaining few playoff spots. So easily the most important
half the
week.
league has to win, statistically.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
The right half of the league has to win this week.
Yeah, exactly. For some people, they need exactly the right people to win and to win by specific pluses to even make it. Which is crazy that stuff like that could even happen.
For the first season that we allow over half the league into playoffs, do you really want to be one of those 9 people not in playoffs?
I'm glad I don't need to answer that question.
I'm glad that I'm going to be one of those people on the couch.
Ooh,
what?
Wait. Whoa, whoa,
wait,
whoa.
What? Wait, what?
Now that everybody is well educated with
why it's the most
important week of the season, we will be signing off. This has been Drac.
This is Mike.
See you on the battlefield.
See you Tuesdays.